Well, on this show, we believe that teamwork certainly makes the dream work, as it's that part of the show where we answer the trivia question that was asked to you by Brian Mofokeng at the beginning of the show. Just to recap, this week we did ask you, in the year 2017, which country won the Africa Cup of Nations, but also who was their head coach. Thank you so much for sending through your answers. Let's reveal the answer to you. However, it's not through me, it is through another team member, Jessica Bokamo-Sonkomo. Love your hair, ma'am.
Thank you very much. I thought it was time for change.
I love it.
You know, the festive season comes with changes, and I was like, why not?
One understand that.
Yes.
Festive season, time to confuse the enemy.
As we should.
Let's get into the answer for the trivia question for this week.
So let's get everybody out of the misery. The correct answer is Cameroon, and it was a 2-1 score, and the coach at that time was the current Bafana coach, Hugo Bross.
Well, there you have it. If you didn't know, now you know. That is the man who led Cameroon to victory, and he's looking to do the same with South Africa come the year 2025. Well, next week we do it yet again, but for now I did say we travel all the way to Morocco as we talk about the CAF Women's Champions League that is well in full swing. AS1 and TP Mazembe, I alluded to that game.
Yeah.
That for me has been the most exciting game that I've seen within this competition thus far.
No, definitely it has, and particularly because it's two strong teams that everybody has been wishing and wanting to see how they're going to go head to head.
Yes.
I think TP Mazembe definitely did their research. In the first half, they probably had the game in the bag.
They certainly did.
And I think they lacked
They even
the
had a goal
consistency.
disallowed.
Exactly. I think they just lacked the consistency in carrying it out to the second half. And obviously, as a team like AS4, you're the host, and you won this before. If you go on halftime, you know, on the back foot, that change room conversation changes a lot of things. And I think that's where probably TP Mazembe then dropped the ball when coming back, you know. I think they could have probably played the game that Mamelodi Sundowns played, you know, scoring 4 goals in the first half and coming back, you park the bus, you defend, you know.
Yeah.
But I think they had more skills. And I think also AS5 came in with that probably a positive mindset and maybe not really planning, you know, or having a good, structure for the game. Because, I mean, the goal also, like, I just feel like it was really a slip through the fingers for AS4.
Yeah. Let's talk about Group B, because that's an interesting group, a group where we have Indo Queens from Nigeria. We also have a team from Egypt, South Africa, and Ethiopia. Mamelodi Sundowns, obviously, I think the South African teams, the first game just didn't go well, and it was welcome, ladies.
Yes, I think
Africa.
No, 100%. UWC, very unfortunate for them in the first game, but I think it was just a test in the waters. Now you've arrived, you know. I think they came back quite well. Mamelodi Sundowns as well. I think it was just about keeping the composure. We saw how they played. I personally think that in the first maybe 10 minutes of the game, they were a little bit off. This is not the Mamelodi Sundowns that we know. I think they were also just trying to understand the game, and you know, Coach Jerry Shabalala did change the formation from the current formation that we always know.
From the Hollywood Beds.
Exactly. We saw Aborama Lepe playing right up front, which we're not really used to make those runs. But I think, you know, they did well for themselves. And I think this afternoon, they are definitely going to be facing a very strong team that we're also scared of.
Just quickly, do you think that Mamelodi Sundowns has what it takes to go all the way for the title yet again?
Of course, definitely. But looking at the opponent that they're facing, Indo Queens is not really an easy opponent. So I think this CAF is going to be a little bit different for them, but I do have faith that they're going to be semi-final or in the final.
Alrighty, Coach Jerry Shabalala, it's over to you, my dear. You and Mamelodi Sundowns as they go up against the team from Nigeria. You know the rivalry between the two African countries. Today we see it at club level.